Do you understand English perfectly, but freeze the moment you try to speak it? You are not alone, and you are not broken. In the next 12 minutes, I am going to show you exactly why your brain blocks you and how to fix it in 30 days, without grammar books and without moving to another country. One simple trick is coming in just a few minutes that changes how your brain handles English forever. Before we start, type the word ready if you are watching this because you are tired of staying stuck. Here is something nobody told you. The reason you freeze is not because you are slow, and it is not because your English is bad. It is because your brain is running the wrong process. You are translating first and speaking second, and that double step is what breaks your flow every single time. This is not a personal failure. It is a system problem, and systems can be fixed. In this video, we will walk through 4 things. First, why your brain freezes and what is really happening inside your head. Second, the exact training method to think in English directly without translating. Third, a powerful technique called shadowing that rewires your speaking speed. And fourth, a simple 30-day plan that puts it all together. There is a quiet kind of strength in people who keep showing up for themselves, even on the days that feel heavy and slow. That is what this video is really about. Not perfect English, just one small, steady step at a time, repeated until it becomes who you are. Let's start with the truth most teachers never explain. Your brain was built to think in your first language. That is the language it learned to dream in, count in, and react in. So when you try to speak English, your brain does something exhausting. It thinks in your language first, translates the thought, and then tries to speak. 3 steps when there should only be 1. That is why a simple question like, "What did you do today?" can make you freeze. You understand every word, but your mouth does not move because your brain is stuck doing extra work behind the scenes. Here's the part that matters. This has nothing to do with intelligence. Many learners who struggle with speaking actually have strong vocabulary and solid grammar. The problem is not what you know. The problem is how fast you can react. And reaction is not built by memorizing more words. Reaction is built by training a different habit. So here's the shift you need to make today. Stop translating. Start thinking directly in English, even if it is just one small thought at a time. Type the word shift in the comments right now if this is the first time someone explained it to you this way. This is where the real training begins, and it works in 3 steps. Step 1. Think in single words. Look around the room right now. Phone, window, chair, door. Say each word silently in your mind, in English, without translating it first. This feels small. It is not small. You are building a direct line between your eyes and the English word, with no detour through your first language. Step 2. Move from words to actions. I open the door. I drink water. I sit down. Now your brain is not just naming objects. It is describing your life in real time, the same way it works for someone who grew up speaking English. Step 3. Move from actions to mini conversations with yourself. Ask yourself a question in your mind. What did I do today? Then answer it. I worked. I watched a video. I went home. No pause, no translating, just flow. Here is your homework for right now, before you keep watching. Pause this video for 10 seconds and say 3 things you see around you, in English, out loud. Now let's be honest about something. The first few days of this will feel strange. Your brain will want to pull you back to the easy habit, the translation habit. That discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that something is changing. Many learners notice that this feeling fades within the first week, once the new pathway starts to feel familiar. This is also where most people quit, right at the point where it starts to feel uncomfortable. If you are still watching, you are already doing better than most. Now we move to a technique that changes everything once you understand it. It is called shadowing, and here is exactly how it works. You listen to a short sentence and you repeat it immediately, like an echo. No pause, No translating, no checking the grammar in your head first. Just repeat what you hear, as close to instantly as you can. This works because your real problem was never understanding. It was speed. Most learners can understand far more than they can produce out loud. Shadowing closes that gap because it forces your ears and your mouth to work together in real time, instead of working one after the other. Here is how to actually do it. Pick something short, a few seconds of audio at most. It can be a video, a podcast, or even this one. Play one sentence, listen carefully, then repeat it immediately, out loud, even if you miss a word, even if your pronunciation feels rough. The goal in the beginning is not perfection. The goal is building the habit of instant response. And do not just copy the words. Copy the rhythm, the speed, and the feeling behind the sentence. English is not only vocabulary, it has a kind of music to it. If you only copy the words, you will be understood, but you will sound flat. If you copy the rhythm too, you start to sound natural. Let's try it together right now. I will say a sentence. I want to speak English fluently. Say it out loud, right now, exactly as you heard it. Good. Now say it again, a little faster. That is shadowing. If you have made it this far in the video, comment the word shadow below, so I know who is actually following along and not just watching. Here's what tends to happen if you keep this up daily, even for just 5 or 10 minutes. At first, your mouth feels slow and your tongue feels heavy. That is normal, and it usually means you are pushing past your comfort zone in the right way. After a few days, many learners start noticing patterns. The mouth begins to move with less effort, and at some point, often without even noticing the exact moment, you catch yourself speaking without translating first. That moment is the real turning point. It is small, but it changes everything that comes after it. We still have one more piece to put in place, the part that turns daily practice into a real, repeatable system you can follow without guessing what to do each day. That is coming up next. Thinking in English and shadowing are powerful, but there is one more piece, and it is the piece most learners skip. Using your voice in situations that feel like real life, not just repeating after a video. Here is the simple version. You simulate conversations in your mind, and then you say them out loud. Not random sentences, real situations you actually face. Try this one. Someone asks, "What would you like to drink?" You answer, "I would like a coffee, please." They ask, "Anything else?" You say, "No, that is all, thank you." Simple, short. But this is the exact shape of a real conversation, not a textbook one. Now try a different situation, meeting someone new. Where are you from? I am from Vietnam. What do you do? I work in an office. Notice something here. These are not complicated sentences. They do not need advanced grammar. They need to come out quickly and naturally, and that only happens with practice. Here is a small but important rule. If you are missing a word in the middle of a sentence, do not stop. Go around it. If you forget the word for elevator, you can say, "The machine that goes up and down in the building." That is not cheating. That is real communication, and even fluent speakers do this all the time. Now here is your second challenge for this video, for anyone who skipped ahead to get here. Pick one simple question right now. What did I do today? Answer it out loud, in English, in under 30 seconds. Comment "done" once you have said it. Many learners find that combining these 4 pieces, thinking in English, shadowing, daily speaking, and conversation practice, works far better than focusing on just one. Together, they train your brain from every angle, not only the part that understands, but the part that responds. But there is still one thing missing, the part that decides whether any of this actually sticks. That comes next, and it is simpler than you think. Let's bring this together into something you can actually use, starting tomorrow morning. First, stop translating. Train your brain to think directly in English, one small thought at a time, Words first, then actions, then mini conversations with yourself. Second, use shadowing every day, even for 5 minutes. Listen to a short sentence, repeat it instantly, and copy the rhythm, not just the words. Third, speak out loud in real situations, not just in your head. Simulate a conversation, answer a simple question, and if you forget a word, go around it instead of stopping. Here is your one task for tomorrow morning, and it takes less than a minute. Before you check your phone, say 3 things you see around you, out loud, in English. That is it. Small, simple, and it sets the tone for your brain before the day even starts. If you keep showing up for this, even on the days it feels slow, you are already doing the part that actually matters. Most people quit before the change becomes visible. You do not have to be most people. Here is something to think about before you go. Everything in this video works, but only if you actually use it tomorrow morning, not someday. If you want the next piece of this system, the one that turns these habits into a full daily routine, watch the 15-30-15 method next. It builds directly on what you just learned, and it shows you exactly how to structure your minutes so this becomes automatic instead of something you have to remember to do. I will see you there.